Man, Gas Inc. TV, we are in the building, the basement again. You know how we do. I'm down here with my guy, Scrybetruth Eternal,
Yeah.
AKA Sick Made, man. We're going to take it all the way back, but before we jump into it, where can they reach out to you? Where can they check you out? Where can they listen?
Man, Scribe Truth Eternal everywhere, man. Facebook, Scribe Truth Eternal, Instagram, Scribe Truth, Snapchat, Be the Great. That's more, family, personal friends of that nature. But also, man, you can Google Scribe Truth Eternal on all platforms: iTunes, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Google Play. Just Google Scribe Truth Eternal, man. It'll come up, pop up for you. You get something you love. I guarantee it.
Facts. So we're going to go into it, man. I've known you for a while.
20, 25.
Yeah. From the East Side, man. Young East Side kids, man.
Yeah.
If you're from the East Side, then you know what it is. When I say, a lot of people may not know, some people may, Sick Made. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's where I remember it all started from, coming over to the crib, rapping, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask, where was it always there? Have you always got dope penmanship? Always been able to write, you know what I mean? So has that been a part of your life since you was young?
I actually found some stuff the other day, man, that I had written as a kid. My mom used to put everything back, and I was kind of impressed with it. But, I was the type of kid, man, my mama, she had me jumping in and out of trash cans for books, man, when I stayed in Kansas City for literature and things like that. So she kept bookshelves, man, filled with children's encyclopedias, and she was always the type, man, like, I could watch anything I wanted. She like, man, if you got any questions, just holler at me. So she's always been the type to cultivate my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just took a liking to writing at a very young age. I started rapping when I was 12. I was on 25th Street in Kansas City, and I think I must have rapped over Mason and P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we recorded it on the RCA. You know what I'm saying? And once I got it recorded, man, I must have went all the way up and down the block, letting everybody hear. Just take, hey, listen to this. Listen, check this out. Let me know what you think.
Right.
But when I first heard my voice, I said, oh, my goodness.
Right.
This is what I'm finna do.
Right.
Yeah, but writing's always been, I've always had an affinity for it, though.
Right. And so you said from KC, so are you from KC, are you from Topeka?
I was born in Truman Medical, Kansas City, Missouri. So, me and my moms moved to Topeka when I was I moved to Topeka in 4th grade. I went to Lafayette. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like he said, East Siders, so you know about Lafayette. And then I shot back to Kansas City about 3 months later in 4th grade, and then I got back down here in 7th grade. Okay. So, yeah, I've been 12 years there, about 8 years here, and then the vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
school trip.
now I'm back.
Yep. So yeah, man, like when I say we know, man, I'm talking about we used to spend hours on the karaoke machine rapping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
in real life.
And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Because I was like, man, where did he come from?
He talking like that, but he didn't know I was learning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was picking up the game from you. You hear me?
But hey, he's the gas. It made me. I mean, and that's one thing I used to like about rapping with people, man. Is it was friendly competition because you got boy, well, peep this out.
Right.
And I'm like, wow.
That's how we used to be.
Wow, wait,
too.
Wait, whoa. You know what I mean? So it was I used to love that, man.
Yeah, I used to pull up on my bike like, hey, come on, man, pull the karaoke out, bro. Put the mic out, bro. Let's go.
And we used to flip the tapes. If y'all don't know, man, karaoke, you had one that you recorded, you had your beat on when you start. You recorded on this tape. You take this tape, put it over there. You add your ad-libs on this tape.
Ad-libs on it.
You know what I'm saying? You might not hear the beat at the end of it.
But hey, they gas it. You hear me?
Yeah. So I mean, and that's how we used to do it, man. So
kids today will never know. They'll never understand
because they can go buy a studio.
Right, ASAP.
But we living up on the East Side, man. We had our times and tribulations. I think at one point in time we was both out there. You know what I mean? Like. We was at the trap house. There ain't no other way to put it. That's where we was at.
Bring it out. Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I caught my little case, man. I know you was fighting and stuff. And I remember you laying down. You lay down before them, but it wasn't for that long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I caught my case, man. I caught this case at 18. You know what I'm saying? So I was just jumping into adulthood. I wasn't, just had my son, but I wasn't a man by far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't developed mentally or none of that, you know what I'm saying? But caught an ag robbery case, criminal possession of a firearm. Right. So when I went the first time, I'm just in jail. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So ISP, I went through 60 or 30 weekends. I'm talking about everything. I done did everything as far as that's concerned. Right. But my underlying sentence was 115 months.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And at that age, I know it's serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm still so stuck in my ways. It's like, I got the blow. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out here, right.
You know what I'm saying? My mind ain't right if I don't wake up and smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I start dodging, ducking my PO. You know what I'm saying? The same story a lot of us go through. You know what I'm saying? In the struggle. Because, you know, we didn't really have it like that. You know what I'm saying? When you facing poverty, yeah, hell yeah, I was on the block.
I'm finna
you know
go do
what
what I got to do.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Although I know I don't want to do all this time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I finally fell with ISP, and they went on ahead and banged the gavel on me. You know what I'm saying? So 115 months and KDOC, and that there, it was a life-changing experience. You know what I'm saying? I met so many talented individuals in the joint, man. I met so many good-hearted and some savages too, though. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? It's not all peaches and cream, but you know, it's basically it's a micro and a macro. It's a world in there just like it is here. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that music go, man, there's cats in here or out there that's just in there that
run laps.
Bro, you talking about inspiration, and it's pain though. It's a lot of pain back there. It's a lot of hurt back there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that never do Christmas with their kids.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? And you hear that in that music. You hear me? So, yeah.
So let me ask this. So you said you just had your son, you know what I mean? How did that affect you, you know what I mean, when you had to go lay down for that time?
Ah, man, that'll kill you. But you can't, that's the thing, like inside it'll kill you, but you can't let it break you. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So you got to learn to fortify your mind in such a way that, you know, it bothers me, but I got to stand up. I got to stand on this 10 because I was, you know, committing actions that led me to where I was at. But as a father, you know what I'm saying? You knowing you ain't seeing your kids every day. You know, somebody else might be around your son teaching him things that you wouldn't teach him, or he just ain't being laced the way you know you would lace him if you was home. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing that I made my son I was an absent parent for that time. You know, that'll mess you up. And then when you get home, you know, especially when I first came home. See, now I got to the point I realized, you know, you can't get none of that time back.
It's gone,
But you find yourself trying to overcompensate in parenting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, he done did so much that I done missed. Games that I ain't been to. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, yeah, I got to catch up. You know what I'm saying? But you'll never get it back. You know what I'm saying? So really, really now it's about, you know, everything I got, holding that deer, you know what I'm saying? And not tricking it off again, you know what I'm saying, in that manner.
And I salute you, man, because I always bring it when I talk about shit like that. And when I was trafficking, you know what I mean, and I met this lady in California, didn't know her from nothing. And the only thing she told me was, promise me one thing. You know, I'm like, what? She's like, promise me that you don't learn from your mistakes. Didn't click until I went to jail. And I'm like, oh, I got you. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't either don't have somebody that says something, or don't have somebody like you or myself that can tell them, like, bro, it's not what it is. You know what I mean? You can get the same thing you think you're getting. Just go to work. That's
why I tell them slow motion better than no motion. You know what I mean? Slow progress better than no progress. And it's a process, but it's definitely as long as you're pushing forward. And another thing about what you said, man, learn from your mistakes. That's definitely important. But I also heard a man, he told me one time, man, learn from the mistakes of others, because life is too short to make them all yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's why we got to pay attention.
We got to talk, right.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, it helps, you know what I'm saying? Like when you rap with these youngsters, or if I rap with youngsters or my son or anybody's kids, it helps that I had been through that. You know what I'm saying? It helps that I really was out in the streets. It helps that I really did have to lay down for 10 years, from 21 to 31. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just speaking some stuff I seen on the movie. Or, you know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
It's real life. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
You know.
And I don't mean to steer too far off the course, but I want to get this out there too, man. You see what he got on, right? See that?
Struggle and survive. That's the truth.
You know what I mean? My guy also got Steve's, man.
Village raised, man. You know what village raised mean? You know it's an old African adage, man, that it takes a village to raise a child. And I think that's one thing we got to get back to. You know, you always hear the stories, parents talking like they like, man, nasty. They say back in my day, you know, the neighbor could whoop you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it's really not like that, but I think it takes a village to raise these babies. We got to unify, stand up, step up, become one, bring our tribes together, pool our resources, you know what I'm saying? And lace these babies, man, and that's what it's about. So, Village Raised, man, you can contact me anyway, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, phone number if you got it, and just tell me what you want, what colors you want, and we'll get you that. Yeah, that's the scrybetruth sucker duck and bracelets, man. You know, it's always best to stay sucker free and keep your circle wholesome. You know, so it's just a reminder to thyself and those who rock them.
Yeah. Hey man, back to it. So as of now, what's the project are you working on a project now? Is getting something ready to come out?
I am. This is the thing, man. I think it was 2017. Well, since I've been back, we dropped the Hard Times and Headaches, 200 volts and water leakage. Then the Savior of My City, which did pretty good on the streets. And then everything else from there, I just been putting on the digital platforms.
Right.
So I got the Extrapolation album on the digital platform, so you can find it on YouTube, like I said, Apple Music and all that. And I also got a Son of the Struggle. And really, I ain't even pushed that album like I should. But it is what it is, Son of the Struggle. So everything I'm talking about right now, just what our people go through in the hood or elsewhere. I mean, that's what you're gonna hear on that. You're gonna hear the plight of the people. You're gonna hear the voice of the people who don't have the opportunity.
He gonna make you listen.
I'm gonna make you tap in.
And like I said, he got a message, man. Like I mean, when you first came home, and I'm like, bro, I need you to perform. He was like, I don't think it's for me. No, it's for you. You know what I mean? Because the moment you start rapping, they listen. You know what I mean? I don't care where you at, who's around, who's there. They gonna listen to what you say. You know what I mean? That's always been dope.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like facts. You can go to some of the footage on YouTube and see when these spit people listen. You know what I mean? And shit they say, it shocks them. Because they're like, oh, well, he said, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Because the thing about, like, when I first came home, you know, if you hear the beat, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't really tapping in, you ain't even gonna know I'm talking about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you tap in, you got the vibe of the same type of music like before I left, but it's truth. You know what I'm saying? I just want to focus on, you know, edification of us, man. But don't get it twisted. I do got, you know, some stuff where I let my ego go. You know what I'm saying? I do got some stuff where I might just be in the lab and I'm just feeling like that, and I let it go. And I'm getting more and more on that, but mostly, you know, it's I've been on this political thing here lately, you know what I'm saying, just because of everything that's going on. So I feel like right now my soul's burdened with a purpose pertaining to our people waking up, man, and pushing forth together, you feel me? So
you think you'd be you ever thought about stepping up to speak in the community or be activist?
Really, that's my passion, you know what I mean? Like, we were the group CVG, Cultivating Virtuous Growth. That's what we were on real heavy from 2015 to 2017. Really more than rapping, I would like to speak and start setting up. Actually, I got a business partner where we're getting ready to start setting up some things more for rehabilitation and individuals coming out of being incarcerated in ways to stay focused, stay positive, gain resources, gain money, and also to just stay on the right track, you know what I'm saying? And then also, I got a passion for the youngsters. So we will be putting things together for the youngsters because, you know, it's a lot of things that school don't teach, man. School trains our kids to be subservient, man. School trains us to be workers.
You heard what he said, though. Y'all, I mean, if y'all look at the schools and how they set up, listen to what he's saying.
They training workers, man. They not trying to change leaders. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, a brother once told me, wherever someone is in bondage, somebody getting paid. You see what I'm saying? So capitalism needs people to be workers to build the dreams of others. You see what I'm saying? So we got to set up things in our communities, man, where we really teach, you know, economic literacy. You know what I'm saying? Just everything that you need to be a functioning adult. We got to teach them. We got to teach them.
Because I remember my argument when I was young is, you told us for us to be successful in life, and this was the blueprint. You had to go to school, you had to graduate high school, you had to go to college. You go to graduate college, and you get a good job.
Work for somebody else.
That was the blueprint.
Right.
So my biggest struggle when I was growing up is, well, my cousin sell dope and he make more money than the teacher. So if making more money is gonna make my life successful, be happy, then I just go sell dope because I'm gonna be happy because I got the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
and I can be my own boss.
Right.
And I ain't gotta have somebody talking crazy to me at the cash register.
I struggle every day at work as a black man with this struggle. Like, man, I'm here 9 to 5. I'm accomplishing nothing but a paycheck. You know what I mean? I'm about to jump off this porch. Not hustling, but I'm about to jump off this porch with these dreams, ideas, whatever I got. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather say I've done it, I've tried, than still be working at 9 to 5.
And see, that's the thing. I was just talking to my pops about that, man. getting comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to be complacent, man. I don't want to be complacent. I know I got this check coming from the job. You know what I'm saying? But that I don't feel like that's it.
I ain't
because
getting that.
every day I'm there, I know I'm building something for somebody else. I get fired. You know what I'm saying?
It's nothing.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
They're gonna replace me. I heard the other day they said, man, when you die, they'll have your job advertised before your obituary is printed up.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so the thing is, man, long-term wealth, man, that we could pass down through generations. But also, that's the trap right there. Okay, I can go get these J's, you know what I'm saying? I can go get these $500 denims, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I ain't got to worry about waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I do what I want to.
Instead of investing smartly, though.
But this the thing. Somebody smartly invested in the penal institution.
And it will
you see what I'm
lock
saying?
your ass away.
And so if we can get you to knock him out, we ain't got to worry about him, and then we get to lock your ass up. Then we ain't got to worry about you. We getting paid off you.
Y'all see the chain reaction?
Yeah.
Y'all see it?
We really are hot commodities in more ways than one.
You know
what I'm saying?
Y'all actually know.
School to prison pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Check it out.
Game. What was it again?
School to prison pipeline. It's just basically what I was talking about how we are being trained to be subservient. You know what I'm saying? They take school tests from our young boys, man, and determine at a very young age what their future gonna be.
Facts.
Where they gonna be. So let's go ahead and build enough penitentiaries, you know what I'm saying, to house them. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have a place for them to be. We getting paid, we getting breaded.
Regardless.
And we ain't got to worry about it. And then another thing, if you look at the fact, like my situation, I'm gone from 21 to 31.
Right.
That's when, our counterparts mostly are building families, building careers, starting businesses. Look at how many of us is in the penitentiary at that time in our life. You see what I'm saying? So it's strategic movement. And in order to counteract that, we got to move strategically as well. We got to link up and strategize, not just talk, not just rap about it, but strategize and put forth plans of action and go forth in motion.
We need to talk after. We'll link up sometime afterward.
Hundo-ism.
Yeah, for real. Anything else you want to touch on? I think I was intrigued about that conversation, but we'll give you an update on that part. But yeah, and I don't mean to interrupt on that part, but just when you spoke, I've always thought, well, bro, will be somebody activist for the community, because you've always had that voice. You know what I mean? Because just speaking, we be at the spot, whatever. You've always had a voice for people to listen. You always had the game. I think that'd be dope.
And see,
real dope, man.
That's recently, a couple cats asked me to do a couple things as far as performing and as far as rapping. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, I haven't been tapped into getting on stage, bro, because I feel like it's too much going on to be tap dancing and entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's why you got the political messages in my music. You see what I'm saying? But you asked about speaking. That's why I said I would much rather do that. And I love music. That's my passion. I'm going to always write music.
Right.
Always. And I'm going to always want y'all to tap into it.
Yeah.
Because, I write real music for real people of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we might need a little hope. We might need a little push. We might need a little escape from the reality also of that. You know what I'm saying? So you got that type of music as well. Right. But look forward to the speaking engagements and look forward to us planning things in the community that will better benefit us for the future.
Be there, man. Be there. I'm going to tap in. I'm going to promote it. I'm going to post it, whatever we got to do. You know what I mean? I'm going to rock with you. I love the community too, man. I do want to start doing events just for the kids once a month at Hillcrest or whatever, water balloon fight, play music, barbecue, whatever.
They need that.
Start doing
they need that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Especially as it gets hotter and hotter. A lot of leisure time is what gets a lot of cats in trouble.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the generation before us will tell you that they failed us a little bit if they are accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But ultimately, right now, it's our time for the generation behind us. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to plan the type of stuff that they need to be on. It's up to us to say, okay, let's organize this, man. Let's all get together, man. Bring hot dogs, hamburgers, bounce houses, all that, barbecue grills.
Y'all hear where we going, right?
And not only when we do that, that's when we give a message. When you feed the people, that's when you feed the people.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't, and it's hard because beyond that, we got to find ways to supply jobs, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really tell you to put the pack down, put the sack down, put the strap down, and I ain't got no way to feed you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
gotta respect. Yeah. Right. That's real. Well, man, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you having me. It's an honor.
We're gonna do more events. Like I said, if you speaking, we're gonna try to pull up stuff like that. I know it's a couple things we got going on, but we'll speak on that once it gets set up. But again, thank you.
No doubt, bro.
You know what I mean?
You know it's love.
Scribe, AKA Sick Made, my guy. You know what I mean? For way back, man.
Tap in.
We signing off. Gas Inc. TV. That way.
100.